Get your pencils, grab your paints, collect anything you consider art supplies. It's time for Art Smackdown, the game show that makes art the cutthroat competition God intended. This week's contestants are Best Artist in the World, Off-Brand Carmelo Soprano, last week's audience champion, Kara Sketches, and this week's challenger, Frankenbabe, the return of Frankenbabe to the stream. With celebrity guest judge Chris Griggs, and with me, Mark Stetson, and Slaney Rose Jordan.
Hi, Mark.
What up, everybody?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy Art Smackdown.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Did you call your relatives to tell them Happy Art Smackdown today?
You know what? I didn't do it today. I really slacked. Normally I call everyone, all my relatives, and let them know, hey guys, it's Art Smackdown. Don't come, but it's Art Smackdown tonight. Congratulations, we all made it.
Oh yeah. I send out just a simple thinking of you on this holiday, this weekly holiday we've created.
The holiday of art, of smacking art, cracking wise.
Yeah.
Chris Griggs, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show.
Very excited to be here. I think I've done so many podcasts. I think this is the first one I'm nervous about. I'm like, ugh,
really?
Art. Do I have something to offer? Yes, but a little bit. But I'm happy. I watched an episode or two. Got my groove on.
Oh yeah.
Watched what was going on.
Griggs has got his groove on.
Got my groove on. So I'm ready to watch it, smack it, suplex, whatever. Ready to do it.
Fuck yeah! And I mean you're in a football jersey, so you're just ready for action.
Yeah, it kind of worked out. I was telling you before, I randomly had to pick this jersey out for something I was working on today, and I have not touched this jersey since I moved to New York. It's a University of Memphis Tigers jersey. I'm from Memphis, and I thought, let's roll with it. This is a competition. I've got on my football jersey. Let's 4th and goal this thing. Let's do it.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
And I mean, it's like you've created so. There are other folks on the stream who are also now wearing sports jerseys. I, for some crazy reason, can't find any of my football jerseys, sports jerseys. So I'm rocking my dad's Chicago Bears hat. It's the closest I can find.
That's something.
It's something.
Oh, was it any sports jersey? I don't know. I was I was hesitant to put on my baseball jersey.
I think that would count.
I think it would count. Go for it.
But your shirt's awesome though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to cover that up.
Is that velvet? It's beautiful.
It is.
Velvet? It is.
Thank you.
Got a velvet thing going on.
Yeah. This is like fall attire. You take out thicker fabrics.
Yes.
I start to wear thicker fabrics. Furrier. I get furrier throughout the year.
So by mid-January, you're just wearing a full moose?
Just shag. Yeah, just shag jackets and...
I don't know why I said
shawls.
No, you're right, because I'm from Maine. Yes. I it's like a tauntaun. I'm like, I thought these so bad on the outside.
Mike Scruff guy said, I sold my Letterman jacket, Letterman jacket, so I could actually buy a leathered Okay, I fucked that joke up.
Brilliant.
I sold my Leatherman jacket so I could actually buy a leathered man. Well done. Well done.
Right? Precious puts...
Wordplay.
Well, welcome everybody to the stream, to Art Smackdown. For those of you who are here for the first time, Art Smackdown, it's a game show like Nailed It, but with art. We have 3 contestants enter the stream to do art challenges. Chris Griggs is our amazing guest judge for the evening who is commissioning these art challenges. And at the end of the night, we'll determine who the best artist in the world is.
Yeah!
And before we get...
No pressure.
No pressure. Before we get into the major challenge, we have a 60-second self-expression challenge. Just for, just to warm everyone up, get the juices flowing. I think we're ready to go. Oh, at the end of each challenge, you will email, if you want, take a picture and email your piece of art to us, and we'll put it on the stream. It is fartsmackdown@gmail.com. That is Fart Smackdown with an F, because Art Smackdown was already taken. So, with that in mind, let's get to the self-expression challenge. Self-expression challenge for you, commissioned by Chris Griggs, is create the ultimate homage to sci-fi, utilizing whatever lighting you have around you. Now that's tactile, or you can draw whatever. You have 60 seconds. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch up. You have 3 minutes for this challenge.
Yeah, that should
You have
be
3 minutes.
Come on! All right.
You have 3 minutes for
No,
this
that's a good one.
challenge.
No,
Go.
it's good. See, this is how random it is. Like, we don't even know that we could swing from 1 minute to 3 depending on the judge. Week to week, who knows?
We could swing from 20 minutes to 1. Who, no
You
one
know what?
knows.
And it's
No one knows.
it's so fun. It's just fun to think of all the artists right now, just like totally scrambling. You're all just like totally like frenzied, looking for lights.
Get those
for, like,
lamps.
sources.
Get what you need.
Griggs is rocking a lampshade.
That is classic. That's a classic look. The lampshade hat, right? That's you don't have a costume for a party, so you wear the
You
lampshade.
could just throw it on, and it could mean a lot of things. It could yeah. I like to think of myself as a superhero with this hat on, but I don't know.
Yeah, you look like you're at a college party or like a frat party or something.
Well,
it's like late.
Come on, guys, go!
Yeah, your University of Memphis.
There was one time in college I was at a party, or it was my party, and I wanted to go outside and have a cigarette, and I couldn't find like umbrella. I don't like umbrellas. Couldn't find a raincoat, so I just grabbed a lampshade, thinking that I was fucking brilliant for like cracking the code, forgetting that there is a like massive opening. So joke was on me. Literally.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
You were gonna go as Devo?
Ooh. Now all the
Nice.
young people can Google Devo.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. What is Devo? I know I said it.
Devo.
I mean, you nailed it. I mean, you nailed
No,
this.
I'm kidding.
Devo.
Right?
Devo.
That's a perfect impression. Now, Griggs, I'm wondering, do you enjoy art? Do you enjoy looking at art?
I'm even though I don't consider myself an expert, I love art. I am a stand-up comic, which some might consider that as an artist of some fashion.
Hell yeah.
It also surprises some people to know that I actually went to college on a music scholarship for a while, and I switched. But I was a voice major for a while, and I sing.
Hey.
And I love to go
That's
to.
cool.
One of my favorite things is I love to go to museums whenever I'm in a writing funk and just look at art and watch things, and like to go to plays and things like that because I feel like it's putting water back in the glass. So I love art. I've actually got I don't know if this is funny, but it is to me. So my mother is an artist. And my mother is an artist that has never actually done any kind of exhibit. She just does everything for herself.
Griggs,
So,
hold
like,
on
if
1
people-
second. Time's up, everyone. Send your pieces of art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com. Go ahead, Griggs.
So if people come to my apartment, they'll see this. And I say, hey, do you like that? And a lot of times, sometimes people say yes, sometimes people say no. And I go, yeah, my mom did that. So my mom
Can we see it from far
My mom
away?
did this one too. This is,
Oh, damn.
yeah, so she did that one. And one time a friend of mine gave me like a 20-minute deconstruction on why it was horrible. And then I waited to the end to say that it was pretentious and all this. And it was like, my mom did that.
What? It's a street. How is a street pretentious?
I don't know, people, and they're yes, it's so derivative to see a street I don't know, but yeah. But you know what's not
And you took that?
pretentious?
You took that? You let them say that about your mother?
Yeah. Well, my mother. Well, I don't want to get too deep in the onion, but my mother didn't raise me, so we get along now. But yeah, I'm okay with people taking a few shots every once in a while. So it's all right. I
Your
certainly
apartment is
do it in my
lovely.
stand-up.
It is
so.
lovely.
Thank you.
Is that
Check out.
pre-war?
Speaking of art, yeah. Check out the.
Seriously,
Can you see
the
Can you
crown
see
mold.
the?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Yeah.
yeah.
See the molding. It's pretty cool.
What kind of
And, like,
soirees
these
you got
windows-
going on in there? Oh my god!
dude? And no one's here ever. I'm just. I'm here. I'm here alone. Just
That's
going.
the way-
"Man, I could have a party, I guess. You know.
No, this is the way it was meant to be. That's supposed to sit and be well preserved, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I do like
if
this
you get-
apartment.
If you get parties going in there, it's gonna get torn apart. You know, people are gonna be wearing lampshades on their heads and swinging from the chandeliers.
Yeah, that's my lampshade. Don't. I saved that for Zoom.
Oh man, I'm so excited to see these pieces.
Yeah.
Wow, ooh,
Yeah.
a 3
Let's,
minute start. These are
let's-
gonna be so cool.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's bring on last week's best artist in the world, the current reigning best artist.
That's
in
a
the world.
title.
That's a fucking title.
Mhm.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano.
Ah,
Hello. Welcome back to the stream.
thank you. My dog, Demolition Turbo Time, is joining me. She's giving me some input on the art.
Your
Nice.
apprentice.
It's probably the greatest pet name. I have the folks on this who've been on the stream have some of the best pet names of all time.
Yeah.
This is certainly top 3, if not the top. All right.
Woo!
Walk us through your self-expression.
So, I don't know if you heard of the series Star Trek, I think it is.
Star Trek would be a different show entirely. Where they would track meet around the stars.
I spent a lot of the core with a bunch of huge nerds who were just streaming Star Trek. So I just got into it for the first time, wide eyes. And these are my favorite couples of Star Trek. We got Tuvok and Neelix, we got Kirk and Spock, and we got Seven of Nine and the Jock. And I forgot Picard and Beverly, but they would have been there. And that's my IKEA lamp that I have above overhead.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
It's so great. Everyone's in love.
Yeah, it has Love Island vibes to me. Like sci-fi Love Island.
I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, and I'm one of those people that where if it's like is Star Wars or Star Trek better, I think Star Trek's better. So you already kind of have me at this anyway. So I love it. I also love that it kind of is a great homage to what Star Trek was actually about when it started in the 60s, which is really about acceptance and people from all around the galaxy getting along. And it always amazes me. I'm from the South, so sometimes I'll know like racist people love Star Trek, and I'm like, you can't love Star Trek and be racist.
You're
And
missing
we
the
learn
point.
nothing. You're missing the whole point of Roddenberry's vision. His fever dream was that what if we weren't all racist? What if people from different religions all got along? So I love that it's coupled up and it's cool. And the IKEA lamp, I love the fact that that's the opposite of sci-fi. Like, what's the least tech lamp on the planet? And let's throw that on there. And it kind of looks like a plastic fly swatter, but I love it. I give it. I'm all about it. Thumbs up.
Yes. Yeah, I just like the I don't know. I mentioned it already, but like just like the fact that there's like everyone is just sort of feeling the love, and that it's just like everyone's just coupling up. It's like the fall. It's
Cuffing season.
It's cuffing
Right,
season.
yeah, cuffing season.
In the galaxy.
In space.
I think
It's cold out there.
is one of the few series that's like kind of a utopian future. Like,
Yes.
you know, I guess that's why we like it, partly.
Yeah, like why does sci-fi have to suck? It doesn't have to be dark and horrible. What if we just kind of all got along and we like exploring, you know? And of course you've got to have villains, but you know, the villains, they're all going to be in a future show down the road. So we may not like the Klingons for a while, but then Worf is going to come over and he's going to be there. And we're like, Klingons aren't so bad, you know? And then the Borg, we hate the Borg. But then 7 of 9, she joins the Borg aren't so bad. They're all just misunderstood.
We're
villains are
awakening
just heroes.
the rest of us, frankly.
Yes.
I'm going to mention a Instagram while I'm here that I really love, which is called Star Trek Design, which is all the pieces, especially like next gen, like pieces of real furniture or real like silverware or cup, like what have you, that was put into Star Trek, and how like this was stuff you could buy. It wasn't just made for the set. And it's just very funny to see the aesthetics of like, oh, this was something you could buy at Sears and it was in Star Trek because it was so spooky looking and sci-fi. So Star Trek Design, it's very fun.
I got it. I'm going to go check it out.
Fucking love it. Well,
Yeah.
well,
Nice.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano. This is not your first time on the stream, but it's your first time as best artist in the world. What are you working in a different medium, the same medium? What's your strategy coming into this competition?
The strategy is passion fruit sangria, and I'm also on Tinder as I'm doing this. So last week it was Cheesecake Factory. We all have our vices. Yeah, not my first time at the rodeo, but the first time with a prize pony.
Alcohol, art, Tinder. I'm coming home with a win.
To
I don't know.
Children who are on the stream, I assume we're all over 18, 21.
Yes.
My apologies, but honesty is important.
Especially in art. Yeah.
Right. You're like a modern day Picasso.
Minus some of those bad traits, I assure you.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I just want to say that this would be impressive, like, for a lot of people's 20-minute challenge. And you, like, cranked out 6 very, like, individual characters in a matter of 3 minutes.
I'm passionate about them. That's why.
Oh, yeah. They
And
just,
also,
like, live right
it's
here.
important to note that not every couple is 3 heart love. We've got 3 heart love, 2 heart love, 1 heart love.
Okay, well, 7 of 9, she has some things she needs to work out. Okay?
True.
So it's okay. Love takes time. But there's connection.
Now, have you seen 7 of 9 on the new Picard series?
I haven't seen the new series. This is an ad for Paramount Plus, I think.
All right. Well,
Yes,
it's been out for long enough that I might just want to throw out there that maybe 7 of 9 likes the ladies and Jerusalem's ready. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it might be it's a good watch.
Utopia, everybody's gay. We love it.
It's actually the series has it's good series, but the 7 of 9 characters actually way more interesting in the Picard, I think, than Voyager. But yeah, it's a good watch.
It's excellent. Great. Thank you for the recommendation.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Well, off-brand Carmela Soprano, I'm going to send you back into the ether, and we'll bring you back out in a little bit.
See you in the future.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Nice.
So now let's bring on this week's challenger. Back on the stream after a little hiatus. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Frankenbabe. That's Kara Sketches. Hold on. Frankenbabe. Hey!
Yeah.
Gotcha! How are you? How have you been?
She lives.
I do.
It's alive.
Somehow. Most days I question whether I am alive or not, but it would, all sources point to yes.
Frankenbabe can never die.
I hope. But yeah, no, it's been good. I've missed you guys so much. I got a new job and day jobs suck, so I just haven't been able to come back, but I think about it all the time, and I'm super excited because my computer has been acting up, and so I was a little concerned I'd have to be like coming to you live from the equivalent of a potato, but it's all working. It's all working, and my tablet's working, so hopefully we'll draw things that aren't too embarrassing.
Well, let's show everyone what you made for your self-expression.
In a way-
my caveat here is I forgot how to time manage.
I don't know. I mean, this looks like a xenomorph with a lightsaber.
Yeah, so I started, I was like, oh, I'll make a tableau of a bunch of different sci-fi things. So I'll have the xenomorph in the center, and there will be like we'll have the circle of his tail being like the arc, and it'll, be mirrored on the bottom with a bunch of like, the Tron digital like grid lines, and there'll be like planets, and like we'll have Yoda in there, but also like, and I'm just like, then I was like, oh shit, lighting. And then you were like, time's up, and I was like, what? But yeah,
There's light. There's like little light beams coming off, So, and there is a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's lit by the lightsaber.
I used the lightsaber as my light source. I approached this like it was the 20-minute. So maybe.
Well, Schwarzenberg said that he could see the vision you wanted.
Calibrate my brain.
Schwarzenberg said that he could see the vision you wanted, and it's excellent.
Well, thank you, Schwarzenberg.
It's beautiful, yeah.
You guys, the Sith just keep getting stronger, though. That frightens me.
I realized after I
Right?
made the lightsaber red, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done red, and I was like, too late now.
Can't go back.
First choice, best choice.
I think he's on the right side for him. Or it.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
is that? What is
if
the name of that creature again? I can't remember.
They're never referred to by name in the original movies,
Okay.
but they're called xenomorphs.
Thank you. Yes, I knew there was
uh-huh.
something. Yeah.
And there is the xenomorph queen, but I don't think the gender or sex of the other ones are ever specified.
Right.
Yeah.
Is
Fair
this the
enough.
xenomorph queen? Would you say?
No, the xenomorph queen it has this incredible headpiece design and is this whole giant thing. And in Aliens, the second movie,
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver fights it in a giant little like fighting robot thing, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, get away from
Oh,
her,
yeah.
you bitch. It's just the best.
I went back and watched all the
Now I
Alien
remember.
movies during the pandemic. I was wanting to try to resolve which one was the best for me, one or two. Which one do you like the best?
See, the problem with trying to compare one and two is that they're
They're
two
not the
different
same.
genres entirely.
Yeah,
It's a horror.
Yeah.
The first one is a horror movie. The second one is an action sci-fi.
That's
And
true.
they're both masterpieces in their own genres.
Now, see, I didn't know when I watched the second one, I didn't know that the director had written a script for Rambo and that it didn't get selected. And that influenced kind of how the second one was put
I didn't
together.
know
But it's
that.
pretty cool. I know
Once
it's
you
kind of
find
cool
that
when
out,
you go back
it
and
makes
watch
so
it.
much sense.
Makes so much sense. Yeah.
All of the characters make so much more sense.
I mean, because Bill Paxton was born to be in a Rambo movie at some point. Going, come on, Rambo, man, game over.
Game over,
Come on.
man!
Come on. How many communists you gonna kill, man? I didn't sign on for this. I wanted to
Oh my
party.
I love Bill
R.I.P.
Paxton.
Bill Paxton's the best.
Oh.
Of course.
Well, this is. I mean, I don't know. I've missed your art, Frankenbabe. I've missed your style. I missed like shit like this. Just I don't know. You always bring something so like I don't know. It's almost like fully realized, even if it's like a 3-minute like sketching. I think it's fucking awesome. So very excited
it's
to see.
fun.
I'm so stoked to be back.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's fun fantasy. I like the thing. Like, it's very fantastical. You know, I like your spin on things. It's very fun.
Is there anything that you've picked up on, or that you've picked up in your time away, in your sabbatical, away from?
Oh god.
That you're like, I kind of want to try this thing out.
I guess it would be to, I guess, like Chris said, just first instinct, right instinct, first choice, right choice. Just like go with it and not question and nitpick so much. Because if I get in my head about it, then there goes 10 minutes of me finessing one square inch, and it's got to be about the whole thing.
I love that.
Just
Yeah.
go with it.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, hell yeah. Well,
Nice.
we're gonna send you back into the ether, and we'll see you after the 20-minute challenge. Now, bringing on the audience champion and recent best artist in the world as well, coming to reclaim her throne, Kara Sketches. Wearing an Adrian Peterson jersey and a OG Adrian Peterson jersey because he's now on the Titans.
I have no idea. It's
Filling
not
in
mine.
for Derrick Henry. It's getting into the football weeds. It's fine. I actually what I was most sad about is when I went to go try to find my jerseys. I do have a Vikings jersey. I have a Robert Smith jersey, like the 20-year-old jersey, and I can't fucking find it, and I'm really upset about it. We could have been matching.
Mark's going to
My
go
cousin
through his
played on the
entire apartment
Vikings.
tonight looking for
Right?
jerseys.
I am.
Mark, it's in that storage unit
It
that you
is.
never go to.
and which is in my basement. Not my basement,
Oh.
the building's. You know what I mean?
Right.
maybe you don't. Kara, did you? I didn't get anything in the email, but my email's been wonky.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll do it one more time.
Okay, cool.
I was saying my cousin did play. My second cousin played on the Vikings, but I still don't know anything about.
When?
Played on the Vikings?
Yeah, I think he was defense. I don't even know.
Can you
in the
imagine if I
70s?
were cousins with someone and I played on the Vikings and they were like, I don't know, Chris is like on a pro. I don't know what he does. Like, I'm on the Vikings.
But not currently, right?
Yeah, true. I'm a wide receiver. I catch the football.
And I think that would really bother him too. So
Yeah.
all the more reason to not know.
Right. It's the mystery.
The mystery. Did it work? He sent it again.
Not yet. Checking my spam.
Oh yeah.
His last name is
That's-
Elshire, though, if you want to look him up.
Belshire?
Welsh.
Elshire.
All right.
Do you watch Kara, do you watch football at all? Ever?
I only care about college football, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
So
Kara,
I like my Justin Herbert because he's an Oregonian.
I'm sending you my email. I'm seeing if maybe that works better. In the. Oh no, I sent it to
Kara,
Griggs.
yeah, your email just wasn't farty enough, I guess.
It wasn't farty enough. It didn't have. It didn't have gas.
Yeah.
All right, try there. In the meantime, more football talk.
Okay,
Right?
I can try.
I don't know. Yeah, I really like Justin Herbert as a professional quarterback.
Person too.
He also
Yeah.
Anyone who watched football at home, anyone who watches football on the stream, he had a great night last night.
Yeah, I did watch that.
I will
Did watch
watch
that.
it, but I'm not one to turn it on myself. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's how
I
I,
enjoy
am.
it.
Someone else is
I
watching
enjoy
it.
it. Yeah, yeah. I enjoy watching it because, who cares? It's on the TV. I can watch it and do other things.
You
as
watch
well.
it and get into the game, or is it more just sort of like background zen?
Well, football is not my favorite sport to watch, but I get into it. But background's in too. It really depends on the teams, honestly. Like I do kind of have like a regional,
Sure.
like, if the Pats are
Yeah.
playing, and I'll be like,
It's
"Yay,
regional for
my
me."
team!"
I'm a Cowboys fan and I live in Manhattan, so I can't really go to sports bars and enjoy it.
Right,
Not unless
I
I,
do
want to get into
remember-
some fisticuffs.
right. That's
Or
Tim
never
Allen's
see them
team,
play.
isn't it? I remember when they were doing really well in the Super Bowl. I was growing up, and those were like the big Super Bowl parties that I attended with my family. They won like regularly for a few years, right? Or
They
I don't
went
know.
for a long time and they haven't won in 20 years. It's been a long time since they got to the Super Bowl. So and they have a really good team this year. They've only lost 2 games, but that gosh darn Jerry Jones sure does love to noodle. He just loves
I can
to
try
noodle.
just showing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hit that.
Sorry,
right.
I'm technical difficulties.
Is that a Dalek? Oh, ooh, cool.
I took
That's the lamp.
I took a picture of the lamp that's in front of me on the desk right now. and I rotated it sideways because it looks like a little UFO.
Oh,
Picking up little people.
badass.
And then I
Oh,
added
sweet.
the Devo hat because I do know who Devo is.
There you
This
go.
might be a young one.
Are people going up in the alien ship? Is that like what's happening?
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
brilliant.
And I didn't have time to put exclamation points on the lower guy's head, so he's cool
Oh
with it.
my
you
gosh.
know?
Yeah, he's like, take me to
One
a leader.
person's like, rock on, my life
Yeah.
flows. I play professional football and my cousin doesn't know who I am. Take me away, alien spacecraft.
This
Well,
world,
he
this
doesn't
life
know
is
who
not
I
worth
am, so who
living.
cares?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I could
fantastic.
see that.
And you really you really did the mission statement of the exercise too. That is 100% you inspired by like lamps and stuff. That's great.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I could see
yeah.
that as like a series. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
taking a picture of a lamp and turning it into something, repurposing it really.
I like the way the light kind of blooms, I guess is the technical
Yeah.
term.
Oh
Out
yeah.
of
Yeah,
those
you
little
can't draw
holes.
that, right? Well, it's difficult
Not
to.
easy, not fast.
Not in 3 minutes, yeah. Is all the fading in the background, did you add that?
The green stuff, yes.
Yeah. And I love that. And then like you had like a cliff next to the UFO?
Oh
Or
yeah.
is that just
I
like
drew
a
that
extreme
in.
shadow? Oh, cool.
I drew that in.
Nice. See, yeah, you always do really great backgrounds. Like you really fill out the whole page, you know. It's like
That's amazing.
it's very impressive, yeah.
It's also such a good blend of styles, like taking a photograph and then blending it with design and things like that. And it's really cool.
That's really awesome.
Fun. Thanks.
So Kara, how are you feeling being back in the stream? How are you feeling coming into this competition?
Good. I feel very relaxed today though. It's
Oh,
just gonna
good.
be yeah, I'm definitely on the same boat as Frank and Babe. I'm just like, first thing that comes to mind, that's what I'm gonna draw. We're here
Hell
for
yeah.
it.
Well, awesome. Well, so excited to have you back in the stream. We're gonna send it back into the ether, and we will bring you back on for the 20-minute challenge. Godspeed.
Doodles.
Man, Chris, this is gonna be difficult. I can tell.
This is
Can
gonna
you
be
tell?
tough, right?
Ooh, those are huge competitors.
Because
Yeah.
that was like three, and what's cool about all three of them is that they were all interpretive home runs and executed that way. So, you know, there actually would be no right answer because all of them, depending on what journey you want to go on, would all be kind of home runs. That's what was amazing. Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's why this 20-minute challenge. I'm actually like I love this prompt, the 20-minute challenge. I'm really excited to see what they do with it. This is so everyone.
I apologize in advance for my future curveball. But
Oh,
yeah.
no, the curveballs could be phenomenal. This would be great. Okay, so the 20-minute challenge. Everyone, get your pencils, get your paints. Now is the time for the Masterpiece Challenge. Masterpiece Challenge is create the ultimate Keanu Reeves movie poster. Go.
Wow.
That's right, folks.
Oh, I love Keanu.
So,
Now,
yeah, go
Griggs,
ahead.
are you a fan? Oh,
my challenge. I love Keanu Reeves, and I will just say, I'm not trying to influence anyone, but if you ever get a business card from me, on the back of my business card is a quote from Keanu Reeves from the movie Point Break, which I know some of the young people might have to Google Point Break. I love me some John Wick posters. Give me those Matrix. That's good. I get it. They tried to do a remake of Point Break. It was horrible, but
Yeah, no good.
I love Point Break. Still good.
Wait, what's the quote?
Oh, the quote that's on, and I just ran out of business cards, so I'm gonna have to decide if I want to keep it. But it's kind of, you could almost see Hollywood go, okay, Keanu Reeves is a star, but he talks like a surfer. So what if we made him an FBI guy who pretends to be a surfer to catch Patrick Swayze and a bunch of bank robbers? So all of the FBI is coming in on Patrick Swayze, and they're fighting in Australia. And then Patrick Swayze wants to go, you got to give me one more surf. And Patrick Swayze goes, you got to go down. It's got to be that way. And that's it. He just tells him, you got to go down. It's got to be that way.
I mean, Bodhi is just one of the all-time best characters.
It's just, I mean, really, it's almost is a guilty pleasure film because you've got Patrick Swayze and then Keanu, and then throw in Gary Busey as Keanu Reeves' veteran partner. I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Can't lose.
It's such a crazy guilty pleasure, and then I also love the fact that they just reshot the ending. So when you watch the ending, Keanu has short hair, and then now Swayze's got long hair because they were just different places, as far as like what they look like, and then. It was such a weird influence on me. Like Keanu Reeves is driving a Land Rover Defender when he goes at the end. And I lived in Florida for a year, and I actually bought an old used Land Rover stick Defender.
Whoa.
And I got a denim jacket that is exactly like the jacket that Keanu Reeves has with a green collar and the whole thing. But what's sad is I never wear it anymore because it looks so 80s because it's so not fitted. It's just kind of baggy and sloppy. And people make fun of me when I try to, and Langston especially. I think I had it on one time, and Langston just looked at me and went, "Really? Really?"
Langston.
Oh, he's jealous.
It just looked like total 80s jacket.
He was hoping you'd give it to him.
Probably, I mean, come on, give me a break, Langston. You're wearing Thor's battle axe around like a medallion from the movie Avengers. Come on.
I don't know, man.
What's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie? Anybody got a different one?
Must Love Dogs. Wait, was he in that?
Something's got to give.
Oh yes! Oh my god.
They're all
okay.
They're surprising choices.
Oh no, yeah.
But,
I'm completely joking.
Speed.
I'm completely lying.
Speed. I know I am too.
He crushed Speed.
Yeah.
Speed was great.
Speed's incredible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, mine might have to be The Matrix.
Matrix. Wait, the first one?
The only one that really matters, in my opinion.
Parenthood was fun, but that was more of a Steve Martin vehicle.
Oh wait, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Absolutely.
Started it all.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess he was in a.
I tell you, my favorite.
Like a high school one before then, right?
One I loved was. It wasn't because he was good in it particularly, but I love going back and watching Dracula because.
Oh my God!
Anthony
yes.
Hopkins is crushing it. Anthony Hopkins is crushing it. Gary Oldman is crushing it. It's one of Winona Ryder's better roles. Everybody's crushing it, yes. And Keanu is like, "I know the bastard. Methinks he's a vampire," and it's just like they were just like, "Fuck, damn it."
And yet he still did Much Ado. He still did Much Ado.
He did.
He did Much Ado.
Was it Don John? Is that right? I think it was Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I had an actor friend of mine tell me this, and they were drinking, so who knows? They probably just made the whole thing up. But they told me that on what's the one where Al Pacino plays the devil?
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. They told me that Al Pacino was mad at Keanu the entire film. And he was ad-libbing a lot, trying to get Keanu Reeves to snap into, acting with him.
To do something.
And so when you watch it now, every time I watch it, I go, "You're gonna stand there, Kevin? You're gonna take what's yours, Kevin? What are you gonna do, Kevin? Are you just gonna do nothing?" And so now every time I watch it, it's like, oh man, is that Al Pacino dogging him out?
I guarantee.
Probably.
And it's someone that's lived in Tallahassee. That is a horrible Tallahassee accent.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep making him do accents. He can't do them.
And they shouldn't, because nobody cares. My first year of stand-up, which is a million years ago, I used to do a bit that said, America loves Sean Connery more than Scotland because we don't even care about his accent. He comes in and he's like, he does the Untouchables. I'm a Brooklyn cop, or and then like he does Highlanders, like I'm a Spanish peacock. He's like supposed to be a British spy. I'm a Brit and a spy. He does Hunt for Red October, and it's like I'm a Russian sea commander, and like nobody even tries to change Sean Connery. Like I said, if they ever did Deliverance 2, Sean Connery would come and go, I'm a hillbilly, and everybody just roll with it, man. Give
Squeal
Sean
like a pig.
Yeah, squeal. Don't try to make Keanu do an accent. Just let it go. We all love Keanu. You know, Keanu, just let him do his thing. You know.
Yeah.
Mike Script.
Yeah, he can do no wrong.
Mike Script guy in the chat says Hunt for Red October is too much.
Well, I mean, in fairness, yes. I mean, he's not really a Spanish peacock in Highlander either way. Either also, if we're gonna nit.
Yeah.
But it is also one of Alec Baldwin's better roles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then man, I don't know what Baldwin did on the set, but it's like it's crazy. He didn't get asked to be in the second film. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Alec's pretty good in that movie.
Yeah. I always felt like he crushed in that movie.
I thought the first one was just fantastic from start to finish. I mean, I do get why it's hard to take Sean Connery as a Russian commander, but I don't know, man. Connery's he's just in a film, and I like it. I don't care.
I'm into whatever it is he's up to. I'm in on it.
Yeah, just whenever I see them, I'm like, that's cool. You know, I feel the same like with Michael Keaton. If I see Keaton, it's like that's good.
Yeah. I rewatched Multiplicity the other day, and that's just
Oh my God,
that
I
is
love
an
it.
underrated Michael Keaton film. Like I feel like
my
he missed
God,
out
yeah.
on some major acting.
He's so good. You know,
Seriously.
he's so good.
Yeah. Having to share the stage with 6 of yourselves?
Yeah, right.
Or share the scene, yeah.
Well, he had a lot of crazy, he had a lot of big swing parts. I mean, definitely Multiplicity, but I mean, also, can you imagine? I mean, doing Batman, and everybody already hated him, and he took his own swing at that. And then Beetlejuice. I mean, Jesus, man, like I would have been like, I hope this is working because I'm definitely out in the abyss with this. All the choices for Beetlejuice is like, I don't know.
Yeah,
We're going for it.
I personally never would have made any of the choices he made in it, but every choice he made in that movie is just exactly what that character should be. But there's no way in the moment he's like, "Yep," like without a shadow of a doubt, like this is it. I mean, otherwise, I mean, I don't know. It's there's a confidence that he has in these like crazy whacked out characters that is just mind blowing to me.
He does, yeah. He makes choices that are really. Like at first blush, they're surprising, but then you're like, absolutely. I mean, I felt the same way. Is it Birdland or the one that you kind of like his comeback
Birdman,
film?
yeah.
Birdman. Yeah. I mean, that's a man.
Birdman.
I mean, you're an actor, but you were known for playing a superhero. But then people know you meta-wise as Batman, and then they're going to be shooting everything in sequence like that, and then Ed Norton's going to be chewing up the scenery. Like, I mean, I mean there's a lot going on. You know,
It was huge. Yeah.
I really. That's a lot.
I
of
liked
stuff.
that movie a lot.
I really did.
Yeah.
But
It was very impressive.
But like it's the choice that he makes. Like it's not like Nicolas Cage moves where you're like you're not a human being. Like no human being would make that choice. Michael Keaton, like it's like a different type of human. Like it's still very much.
Well, you believe whoever he's playing.
Yes.
And it doesn't seem like it's never like a caricature in a weird way. Even like in a weird way, like Beetlejuice, it feels like somewhat like, yeah, I mean, that's exactly the way you see that. It doesn't feel too stretched. But like even in comedies like the other guys, where you pretty much got all the great comedic actors all just swinging for the fence, and he's just playing this very grounded captain of a police department, just doing TLC lyrics like "Don't go chasing waterfalls," like these little things. Got his IKEA. He's killing it in that film. Kills it, and he just plays the space that's given to him. So
well, let's say he's more of a comedian than Nick Cage, and I think that comedies tend to be better.
Well, I mean, Michael Keaton was a stand-up comic. Like people don't always know that. But he was
before we go into that, it's time to incorporate the compromise. So all right, for the compromise, everyone. The compromise is.
I apologize.
Oh no, we hate interrupting. It's always so awkward, but we'll get right back into it.
The compromise is
just got to keep our artists on track, where'd
it go? Okay, well, it's incorporate Chris and his twin sister Christy into the poster.
She looks like me with big southern hair, if that helps you.
How do you spell her name?
Christy.
Cool.
My parents did Christopher Dane Griggs and Christy Dawn Griggs, which is
why did they do that to themselves?
I I don't know. Because you
Was that-
can't. I mean, you know, I'm going to have problems in school, and they did it anyway.
So
But-
Chris and Christy.
Chris and Christy.
Did you have nicknames?
I did. You know, oh, I forgot to even bring this up when we were looking at Star Trek. My nickname in high school was Spock.
Really?
Ah.
Yeah. And then, of course, my parents, because they wouldn't let me have anything of joy, they nicknamed me Bubba, which is so horrible. I'm not a Bubba. And I should say, when I say parents, I was raised by my aunt and uncle. So when I was talking before about my mom, like I was raised by my aunt and uncle. My dad passed away when I was young, but it was like a small farm, and it was Bubba and Sissy. So Bubba and Sissy are just as bad as Chris and Christy. There was no way out, no matter where I went.
Well, Chris and Christy aren't bad. Just as
They're not
twin
bad, they're
names,
just
it's
too
confusing. It's confusing, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, and also when you're, you know, we're all trying to figure out who we are, and you're in high school, and, you know, we actually looked more alike than I would like to admit. We don't really look alike that much now, but back then we kind of did look alike in high school. So
Did you ever switch? Do the switch? The twin dupe your
although
teachers?
I did wear her clothes. She would always try to get me in her dresses and things like that. So yeah. I've always understood people's curiosity when it comes to gender, shall I say. I looked at it all the time, so I've certainly always understood it, appreciated it. And also, funny enough, like she was really the good apple, and I loved comic books. So everyone, for whatever reason, thought that I was going to be the bad apple. Not my sister's not the bad apple, really, but she kind of dropped out of college and got married and had some kids. And I never went down that path. And I got through college and just started working. I worked in advertising, speaking of like a reflection of art instead of actually being art. But I did that for a while.
Would you write copy or?
I was a copywriter. And I think when my first year, I worked on Tennessee tourism and some banks and some stuff like that. And then I eventually switched over kind of to what's like a suit guy, and I was a brand strategist for a while. I worked on Wendy's national advertising for a minute and all that. Sit around in a room for hours talking about spicy chicken nuggets. And
Wendy's is my favorite fast food.
Wendy's is the best. I mean, you know, and the research kind of backs it up. I mean, if you're doing like the big franchises like McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, usually Wendy's will come out on top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I do like.
So you said.
Go ahead.
I
was going to switch it.
Being the Southern, I do like Chick-fil-A minus the homophobia. But
Sure.
Yeah, other than that. What were you switching it to?
Oh, you mentioned you wanted to be a singer. Where did that come from?
My twin sister Christy was a great singer, and there was a talent competition. We went to church together because you have to, and there was this big talent competition, and out of, I don't know, tons of kids and everything, she won. And I got last. I mean last, like out of 30-something people, and they would all give you feedback, which seems cruel in hindsight. So I became obsessed with learning how to sing because my sister could sing. So I used to put like Barry Manilow, I'd pull out the speakers and I'd put it on. And I'd listen to Neil Diamond, and I just would sing all the time and drive my parents nuts. And then the next year I got third place in this competition. And then the next year I won. And then I got to sing on the Grand Ole Opry stage. That's where the state competition was. Yeah. Nice. So sometimes if we're ever doing Truth and a Lie, that'll be the one I'll throw out. Like I once sang on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, and everyone thinks I'm lying, but it's like, nah.
At Ryland?
Huh?
At Ryland Auditorium?
Yes.
And nice. I've been there. It's
what did
lovely.
you sing?
I don't know that. Oh, if you see a man in sandals, and that's the man I'm looking for. That was the name of that one. It's an old gospel song. That's the man I'm looking for.
Hell yeah!
Hopefully, I was a little better than that then.
Bravo!
Bravo! I was a little. It was called Teen Talent, and I was a teenager.
Wow.
Well,
I can see why that would, like catapult you into wanting to sing professionally.
She motivated
college
me.
for it.
I never would have learned how to sing if my sister hadn't have been so good at it naturally. You know, so, and now what's funny is she was just in New York a month or so ago, and I was doing stand up, and then afterwards they were doing karaoke, and I couldn't get her to go up, and it's like, why? If you're in a car with her, she's going to sing your ear off, but I couldn't get her on stage.
It's hard to pick a karaoke song. What's your song? Do you have a go-to?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
Well, because Barry Manilow, I love Barry Manilow. My go-to karaoke song is "I Can't Smile Without You" by Barry Manilow. That's usually the one I go to, and people don't like it in the room. They don't want to hear that song, but I do it anyway.
Right? They want Copacabana.
Yeah, they would much rather have Coco Cabana, but I'm just sort of like, nope. I'm gonna do "I Can't Smile Without You." What y'all's go-to?
Mine. So I did a lot of karaoke in college. So I go back and forth between "Touch Me" by The Doors. Most of the karaoke bars that we would go to in college, most of the time we would go to this gay bar in Chicago called the North End. So I would either sing "Touch Me" or "Chocolate Salty Balls" from South Park, which you can't find very much in karaoke books anymore. I was a very confusing figure at the North End because I'd be singing "Touch Me" and "Chocolate Salty Balls."
Well, I love the South part. If any of your listeners have access to a soundtrack for America, Fuck Yeah, that I would love to do that song. Like, wouldn't that be the best karaoke song ever?
That would bring the house.
What was
down.
the name of that movie again? Why am I blanking? The marionette puppet.
Team America.
Team America.
America.
Fuck yeah. Coming around to save the motherfucking day. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And what's great about that is that everybody would love that song for different reasons, and you would definitely be attracting people you probably don't want to talk to.
Yeah, there are some problematic songs on that soundtrack, but
yeah.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano wrote, "Can't Smile Without You is wonderful. Fuck the haters."
I love it. I do it all. I will always do that song. And you know what? They come around. They don't want to hear it. They hate it. But that infectious Barry Manilow melody, and then with the awesome Barry Manilow key change, pulls them in every time.
for sure.
I like Manilow's never met a song that a key change didn't make better. Anyway, what was your song?
Oh, mine's White Rabbit from Jefferson Airplane.
Nice.
And Mouth by Meryl Bainbridge. Do you guys know that one?
I think I do.
Do I have to sing it for you?
Yep.
Remember, it was like, when I kiss your mouth, I want to taste it. Turn you upside down, don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
I jump on you, you jump on me.
That's a strong woman. I'm going to turn you upside down.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's why I sang it.
30 seconds, artists. 30 seconds.
Griggs, that's so interesting to find out because I went to school for vocal performance and I had no idea that you had.
Have you ever went and sang with our mutual friend Kevin? Just out of curiosity.
No.
I would love to see Kevin karaoke.
Kevin Leibson?
Kevin Craig. What would Kevin Craig's karaoke song be?
Oh man.
I know it, but I'm not going to say it.
Well, there is a great. By the way,
why not?
If you ever want to karaoke,
wait, hold on. Time's up, folks. Time's up.
There's one near on 29th Street. There's like 4 blocks over.
29th Street?
Yeah.
There's a space. Sid Gold has a piano karaoke bar like four blocks down.
Oh man.
Sid Gold Request Live.
Mm-hmm. Koreatown has some too.
Oh yeah. I've been to ones in Koreatown, but it'd be cool to go to one like after like a pit show, like so we don't.
Well, there's one. Yeah, the pit one's like 4 blocks down, and they have a professional piano player, and they riff with you while hey, you feeling good today, Mark? And they riff, and they let you. It's pretty Sinatra. I dig it.
Oh, I love. Oh, so the That's Life has also been one of my go-tos.
Oh, that's a great song.
Is it every night?
I think so.
Oh, I'm so in.
Definitely on the weekends.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. You know what else is amazing? Keanu Reeves movie posters.
Fuck yeah.
I know, right?
Oh,
Keanu Reeves had such a comeback recently too. Like
yeah.
Don't call it a comeback.
The internet. No, I mean like the internet like embraced him and he came out like with his girlfriend and all of a sudden like his life changed or whatever, you know, he like came out of hiding personally or whatever. You know, he hadn't really dated since his tragedy, his family tragedy. Or well, at least he hadn't been like open about his, you know, he's a very private guy. So
What family tragedy?
oh, his wife and child died in a car accident when he was like probably 2 decades ago.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't think I knew that.
I didn't know that either. How can I not know? I'm glad I know that
Yeah.
now.
I do know that after meeting Diane Keaton on Something's Gotta Give, they ended up dating for a little period of time after that. So
Sam,
like, I mean,
that's hot.
Like, I don't know who I'm more proud of.
Right?
That's pretty awesome. Let's bring on
Better than Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that's for sure. Although I don't know. I mean, I think he is better than Jack.
I know it's hard to, yeah.
Let's bring on our first 20-minute challenge contestant.
All right.
Actually, I'll leave it to you. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see first? Griggs.
Well, we could just keep the order that we had it going before, right? Or do
Okay,
we want
great.
to mix it up?
Works for me.
Carmelo?
Off-brand Carmela Soprano.
Woo!
Oh.
Bonjour. That's what they said in The Sopranos.
That's when she went to France, right?
Oh my God. Okay, don't get me into it right now. The symbolism, the place it was in the season. This is not just all a goof, okay? Like I love The Sopranos. Anywho, sorry. Here is my movie poster.
This is a movie I want to see. Oh my God.
So let's picture it, right? Keanu Reeves is at a great point in his career. He was in a rom-com a couple years ago with no writer. He kind of can just do, he was playing himself in Always Be My Maybe on Netflix. He's kind of just, you know, doing whatever the hell he wants. So I think the next step is he goes to a Trader Joe's in LA, because I feel like there's one Trader Joe's all celebrities go to. And he's upset about the cookie butter. And who are the people with the last bit of cookie butter in their carts? But Chris and Christy, the dynamic duo who are gatekeeping all the goods.
Oh my God.
Oh, and does it turn violent, do you think? Or is it more of a rom-com? Are we going to get death Keanu or rom-com?
Maybe a bit
Dude. Oh, it'd be like, dude, you stole my butter.
It's 2019, dude. Anything's possible.
Dude, where's my cookie butter? That's another classic film we forgot. Meister. I love this. Oh my gosh. I also love the fact that you made us kind of evil in the background and we're kind of like two little Karens in the background going, you're never going to get your cookie butter, Keanu.
You remember the Josie and the Pussycats movie / comic,
Yes.
mostly the movie. Obviously, you know, Alex and Alexandra, right? Like, come on, the little evil twins doing
Oh
stuff.
my God. That movie's so underrated. I love that film.
So good. Here's my brag moment. Remember last week I was at the Cheesecake Factory? Guess who I saw? Not Cheesecake Factory, but
Posey?
around there. I saw Missy Pyle, who played Alexandra, character actress for the ages. She's, if you don't follow her on Instagram, okay, 2 Instagram recommendations, Star Trek Design and Missy Pyle. She's in a movie right now that I'm doing a little bit of work on. She is so full of love for the cast and everybody, and she's reminiscing about Galaxy Quest, and it's just like, it's so
Oh, Galaxy Quest.
Oh, that's another fucking.
Here is a character actress who is just like, I just want to just give her a big hug. I love her. Missy Pyle. Like, go down her IMDb page, watch a few movies, enjoy your life. Like, that's my recommendation tonight.
I recognize the name. I just can't put a face to it.
Once you see the face, you'll put a name to it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love how this poster like could easily hang in a Trader Joe's. Like this looks.
Yes.
You did such a great job emulating their whole style and like they should do a whole series of Keanu
I
posters.
just went there
See,
today.
I would be so shocked if Trader Joe's reached out to you and said, "We need you to handle our social media." This is gonna get some likes. This is gonna get the kids in, right?
So there's
Oh,
so at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, there are like specific jobs, or like Trader Joe's will let any of the cashier, like the regular workers, do the art for it. But at Whole Foods, there's a specific job for the people who do the signage. I applied
Yeah.
to that job once in Monmouth County, New Jersey, and I did not get it. Thank you, Demi. And I am still
That's
bitter
a
about
therapy
that.
dog right there.
no, the
Therapy dog.
puppy is like, "Don't tell that story."
Oh, she's
You get
distressed.
so
She's getting
upset when you- Don't tell
I
the
am
story
transferred. This
again.
is demolition turbo time. Well, sorry.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
Aw.
So there you go.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't know what else to contribute.
No.
No,
In a
I
way,
love
in a way,
everything
you
about this.
incorporated speed into this poster too, because Trader Joe's run. I mean, I guess you could run at a low speed, but either way, speed
This
is
for
involved.
people.
Even the fonts I dig, like the way that, because the Keanu is one thing, then you got the Trader Joe thing, then you've got the Keanu talking deal, and then you've got the way you're doing and I see my little name there, and you put everybody's name there. I dig all that. It's really well done.
I wrote sport on your jersey because I forgot what band you had on your jersey.
Oh, this is just Memphis, University of Memphis, you know. Yeah. And there's lots of green and orange accoutrement items.
You
And
are
that's a very
Southern
Keanu
pride,
jacket.
my darling. You are Southern pride over here.
Exactly. A lot of pickles.
Mhm.
And that's a very Keanu jacket, you know.
Yes.
That's a very, like, got on his sports jacket with his t-shirt kind of vibe.
This is what I wear when I go shopping.
Yeah.
Who does not wear a blazer when they go shopping?
No one. And if they, yeah.
And I think the way you captured my twin sister, that is the way she looks at me growing up in my memory.
So you said the Southern hair, so naturally Dolly Parton. Are you joking? Like, what else?
Yeah.
I also love Dingus Productions.
That's my LLC.
Is it?
Actually,
Nice.
my LLC is going to be Tits and Associates. Remember when I said that alcohol was how I'm getting through this? Sorry to
So brilliant. Oh my God, I love it.
Might have been the best decision you've ever made. This is so good. This is so good.
Now, if I were in that room, I would be like, I want to hire you, but no, I will not. I will not say the name of your company.
Tits and Associates has yet to pay me
Can we just
for
call
my
it-
for my labor.
You can't even say TNA Productions.
Right. Tits in it.
TNA. You
Tin.
can't.
Do it.
These are tits, and these
Solid.
are my associates.
I love it. Wow,
This
strong
is-
showing. Real strong
Strong
showing.
work.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. All right, well, we're gonna send you away for a few minutes, and we'll bring it back with everyone. All right, now we're bringing back on this week's challenger, Frankenbabe. Welcome back.
Love
Welcome
that you're
back.
like, we're sending you away.
You're
It's like, okay, yeah, yeah.
we're sending you to a farm upstate.
We're voting you off the island.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scope this shit out.
Oh my goodness.
Take us through it, Frankenbabe.
So when I was like, what is a movie poster what was the Keanu movie that we haven't seen yet? And the Keanu movie that we haven't seen is the Keanu story. And while Chris, and it like worked because while you were talking about him and like how you were so inspired by Point Break and like everything about Keanu and everything about him, and I was just thinking like, you know, the more that people find out about Keanu and the stuff that he just does as a person, like just because he can, you know, like just donating a shitload of money and just being a generally like just quiet, really nice guy. And no, everybody I know who's worked on films with him just says he's like the nicest and best person. And so it's like, let's see the movie of like how Keanu has affected people and how like wonderful he is. So I wanted it to be like that really cheesy like 90s rom-com where it's like, you know, everybody kind of like just faded in like with a lot of people around the main person and they're all like not quite looking at the camera. And so like, and you talking, I was like, he's got that like wistful look on his face, like just thinking about Keanu, you know, and maybe
Yeah.
his sister thinks it's a little silly, but she ends up coming around to it in the end.
They've got different. They're coming at it from different places. I love.
Mhm.
First off, you don't always see full on Keanu smile, so
Right.
that's a fun
I
choice.
literally Googled Keanu Reeves smile because I was like, I Googled Keanu Reeves and it was all just the,
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of full smiles. I dig that. And then I like me looking at Keanu like, man, yeah, that's my inspiration. And then my sister is looking at it like, my children have taken away my dreams. And my brother's obsessed with Keanu. And so like she's got, yeah, maybe she comes around like you said.
she's
But I
not
love it.
fully
And
looking at the
angelic.
camera yet. She's
And
not
it definitely
fully...
has like that touched by an angel vibe.
That's what dude, that was in my head. I was just about to make a joke about it.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yes. Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that the subtitle is like, have you ever been loved by an angel? Because he is so angelic and it's so celestial and heavenly.
He can do no wrong.
He can do no wrong.
Which is so like he's just so beloved and he's just consistently playing characters who just beat the ever loving shit out of people. And we're all just like, we love him so much.
Right.
Yeah, like what if?
And then you got to have the Goo Goo Dolls on the soundtrack too, right?
Yep.
Baby forever, touch you. No, no, no. Yeah.
It reminds me of a coloring book that I knew from my childhood, like a Barbie and Ken coloring book that was like just like a bold outline of, the jawline and the eyes, and like it's really well done. A really good drawing. Yeah.
It's wonderful. And the blue is just so calming.
Yeah.
I wanted it
Just
to
the way
be
it's
like
shaded.
how you feel when he like there's an interview I think he did with like BuzzFeed where it's like Keanu Reeves answers questions with puppies. And he's just like pulling questions out of a jar, but they have like 7 puppies from some rescue that are just like chewing on his shoes and that he's like petting the whole time. And I'm like, it's just so much serotonin.
Yeah, right.
And I wanted that feeling.
Sensory overload.
There's somebody was pulling together a compilation of like hundreds and hundreds of pictures that Keanu's taken with people, and he doesn't touch them. Like, he doesn't just automatically assume he can just put his arms around everybody just by being respectful. Yeah, we like Keanu.
Chris, this should be like a pillowcase for you. You should have this like.
Oh my gosh, I would fall asleep. I would fall asleep. And then I would fall asleep, and just as I'm about to go to sleep, I would get an angry phone call from my sister going, "Brother, are you making fun of me? Did you make me into a pillowcase?" She would not like that. But
as if we were on in a movie with Keanu Reeves. So yeah.
I tell you what, she would if Keanu Reeves was gonna have a meet and greet with her. She would love that.
Right? I know. What's it gonna take for your sister to accept your being a stand-up comedian? You got to do a movie with Keanu Reeves, and then.
Oh well, she hates, but then she comes around. It's kind of like you were saying in the beginning. Like she hate. I have so many jokes about her in my act when I started doing it, and then I did a weekend in Memphis, and she said, "Well, I'm gonna come," but she was not happy. And then, of course, all her friends were there. And she was the toast of everything after that. They all loved it. Now she loves it. Have you written any new jokes about me?
Yeah, the hour that you did that I filmed, all of your sister stuff was like the stuff that like stuck with me. That was like always like my favorite stuff in your act.
Yeah.
All the bless your heart stuff was always great.
And I think that hair is kind of that's a little bit of that's my sister. She had a puffy puff hair. I had flybacks too. What's funny is that when I was in my 20s, I had that thing going on like you were doing with Keanu, where you got like the metal thing and it goes back. I like that.
Shit.
The swoop.
The swoop.
Nice.
Swoop, there it is.
Well,
Yeah, this movie was definitely made in the mid 90s.
oh, without
Yes.
a doubt, it couldn't have existed at another time. Well, this is fantastic. We're gonna send. We're gonna ship you off to farm
Farm
upstate.
upstate, yeah.
And if nothing
uh,
else, you've got a T-shirt that everyone's gonna buy.
Oh yeah.
It's back into the Matrix for you, Ashley.
That's a
Exactly.
graphic
Oh,
tee
yeah.
that anybody would want.
All right, back to the Matrix with you. Be gone. And now we bring on Kara Sketches, audience champion,
Hello.
and I've got your art this time.
Yeah, I realized I wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh no shit. Well,
Okay.
we did
A
it.
big
I was gonna say
dummy.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, welcome
Oh
to
my
the
God.
modern world, Kara.
All right,
I know.
take us through.
Thank you. So I don't know that much about Keanu Reeves, and I've never
does.
really been that into his movies, unfortunately. So I had to go off of like purely like visual, like what do I know about him? And the first thing I think of when I think of him is his hair, because it's beautiful. And so I focused on the widow's peak, which is the name of like the hair right in the middle of your forehead, you know, that comes down.
Mm-hmm.
So I called the movie Widow's Peak, and I gave everyone beautiful widow's peaks, including yourself.
Yeah, you got the hair so right. Like that's totally his beard and hair.
Even the poster framing has the widow's peak.
yeah.
Brilliant. Oh my gosh,
just
what
took
is
it
this
and I ran
movie
with it.
about? Yeah, right. It could be. Oh man, what a
I
psychological
didn't realize that he
thriller
was
or something.
actually a widow, though, and I feel weird about that.
Oh right.
Wait a
Sorry, I
minute. Now,
slipped that in
wait a
at
minute.
the
Now
end.
I'm starting. This might be coming back to me. Was this Dinah Shore? Was that who's?
I can't.
That's
don't
all right. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Hmm.
Anyway, so
I'm gonna
yes,
look it up for you.
Google the widow.
I almost looked up Widow's Peak.
But I love you captured 1,000% like the whole piano machismo vibe with this Highlander jacket and pop collar, and my sister's looking at him exactly the way she would be looking at Keanu, like this man's gonna be my next husband. And then I'm just kind of extremely shorter than her. She would love that.
It's
She would
her
love
hair.
that. And I've got like my face with a child's body, and it's like, and my sister. This is definitely the one that my sister likes the best. I know that for sure. And then there's like little musical notes and everything going on. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the curvature on the widow's peak up top and the font choices. It is weird. I think that is one art thing that I always carried over, like just from being a writer when I got out of college. Just I love fonts. They're just cool.
Yeah, it's like the wrong font can fuck everything up, and the right.
It
Font
just
can
says
sell
so much, and we take it for granted. You know,
Yeah.
like such a great. And this is like this is almost it has sort of like you're going on an adventure, kind of a dark adventure vibe to the whole thing.
Yeah,
To the widow's peak.
yeah. It looks like you all are about to go on a mission. And actually, Chris, you look kind of like Vic Varnado. This picture.
Okay,
Oh.
I've got the T. It was Jennifer Syme.
Oh.
Am I saying that right? Syme. And they had a stillborn, and then like a year later, she died in a car accident. So it was kind of like a 1-2 punch loss.
Oh. I think I'm thinking of John Travolta now with Dinah Shore because he was. I think that maybe that was
yeah.
it. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. That's right. His son died, and then Kelly Preston died like shortly after.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what that
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Well.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Not
Bringing
to
it
bring your art
down.
down. But
Hey, look,
yes.
that's what art. I mean, Art Smackdown. We run the gamut of
Yeah, we run the
emotions and
gamut.
life experiences, and bring it all into your art. Right? That's how we heal.
Frankenbabe wrote in the chat the brief rundown
yeah.
from Google. His father abandoned their family when he was 3. He went to 4 high schools, never graduated. His best friend was River Phoenix. The loss of his unborn child, and Jennifer Syme's dead. Okay.
Syme's, yeah,
Yeah.
Syme's definitely. Yeah, and then River Phoenix died like afterwards too.
Yeah, at the Viper Room at Johnny Depp's place.
Right. Yeah. So he went into hiding.
He's
Yeah.
had a hard life. That's a lot
Yeah.
to deal with.
Yeah. And yet
Um,
he stayed humble and, giving and grounded. I can only assume.
He does have a very nice smile, though. I wish I saw that more often.
Yeah.
There's currently a poll in the chat for the audience to weigh in on who they feel the champion should be.
It's a tough
Yeah,
one.
should we
In
show
the
all
meantime,
three up?
yeah.
I also love
Yeah.
the fact that all three of these, like, just directionally and tonally, are like excellent and totally different, inspired places. That's what's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody's dipping from the same inkwell. Like everybody's got a really cool, and all of them have cool stories. Like you can almost see, like how the story would go, and it would all be cool for different reasons.
Yeah, they're all like very
Yeah.
specific, like movie posters. So I'm bringing them all in, Chris. This is the time for you to, like, if you have any like questions, anything you want them to clarify, anything to help you make your decision. Once the audience poll comes in, I'll let you know what the chat says.
Well, yeah, I want to know the audience poll, because this is definitely one where there's no real wrong. There's no real wrong choices. And like it also depends on how you'd want to judge it, because in some ways, like the Widow's Peak, not really having an understanding of Keanu is pretty impressive to kind of captured it that fast without really having like a deep burn. But like I do know my own little awards that I was writing, if I had secondary awards, would be the Trader Joe's run would get my favorite concept if I were trying to pitch, if I were going to do my elevator pitch, if I had my own movie studio. And then the second one, that's the Soothe My Soul Award, where we have a good man. It's almost like instead of a good man Charlie Brown, we've got a good man Keanu Reeves kind of thing going on. And then the third one, Widow's Peak, is the one that I would want for my screensaver on my computer, so that I could look at it every day. So they all kind of are cool in their own way. Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
I
totally agree.
The audience poll currently, and currently it's 50% Kara sketches, 25% Frankenbabe, 25%. Oh wait, oh wow, okay,
Whoa.
it just shifted. 50% off-brand Carmela Soprano, 33% Kara sketches, 17% Frankenbabe.
Wow.
Whoa. When do the polls close at midnight?
The polls close, I think, in a couple minutes. So take those in the audience. But okay, wait, vote now. Okay, 43% Kara sketches, 43% Carmela.
Oh, it's neck and neck. This is fun. We get to
14%
watch it.
Frankenbabe.
It's like
Yeah.
like dog races.
It's a bad
Not that
ponies.
I've ever seen it. Not that I've ever seen it or endorsed them.
No.
Okay, so let's say Slaney Mark,
Yeah.
not the best poster per se. However, if you had your own unlimited millions to invest in making one of these come alive for Netflix, which one of the posters would inspire you to most create your own content off of that?
I know I would go with Widow's Peak. I think there's a lot to, like, there's mystery in that, and like the psychological thriller kind of aspect. I think I'd go down, like, it actually reminds me of that movie with Al Pacino, where he's like not sleeping at all. He goes to, is it Al Pacino? Yeah, Al Pacino's
Insomnia.
like Insomnia.
Oh.
Kind of
That's
like
a
an
great
insomnia kind of like thriller kind of thing. But yeah, the that poster really catches my interest for just like general ideas from
As far as
creative
like
standpoint.
I was just thinking, like, I tend to think that way too. Like Widow's Peak would be the one, like, conceptually. But then they did have they had a NBC or CBS, one of them, God Friended Me, and that a good man, Keanu Reeves, has that
Oh yeah,
kind of
God
vibe.
unfriended me.
Which
God,
has that
yeah,
kind
on
of
like Facebook or something. God unfriended
Keanu
me.
Reeves is my
Yeah.
Facebook friend. And then I just want Trader Joe's to be like the Matrix 6.
I know this
where-
is the thing. There's such different such different genres. Like,
Yeah, agreed. Well, it's because it's like so I'm torn between A Good Man, the Keanu Reeves story is just so like just based off the poster itself is just so like the imagery pulls me in. I do want to see this other side of Keanu Reeves. I want to see if like both Chris and Christy both fall in love with him and like the drama that comes out of that. I'm just constantly pulled to that. But then like Trader Joe's run is just like it's like the concept alone and just the like flabbergasted like Keanu.
yeah.
I think that would be if I had to, gun to my head, that's the project I would green light.
So like
the
classic Keanu vibes.
Kind of, yeah, but like with like this like older wisdom. Like I don't know, I'm very into
yeah.
like silly like older like post John Wick silly Keanu. It's just very surreal to me. The poll has closed, and it was I believe 38% off-brand Camille Soprano, 38% Kara Sketches, 25% Frank and Babe.
Oh, a tie! Oh my god.
So very
Wow.
close. I think it was there was one vote that separated Frank and Babe from being in the top as well.
Oh my
So
gosh.
very close.
This is so tough. Holy crap.
It's hard too, yeah. Oh man, there's like a less is more quality to Riddle's Peak that I like, but there's a layered quality to Trader Joe's run. It's great, and then I just want to be on a good man's TV show. I just want to I want to bask in that vibe. All right, I can make a decision. It will not be. It will easily be debatable because we have three
Of course.
fantastic ones. You all did not make it easy for me bringing in three heavy hitters like this, but
I know, so much talent here. Holy crap.
oh man,
Yeah, I mean, really, it just comes down to like which hits you like in the heart the right way.
Oh,
Really gut.
Chris, do you want to phone a friend, your sister? Get her-
I'm afraid to do that.
It's only 11:24. What time is it where she is? Wake her up, get her out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it makes your decision any easier, I'm gonna be on a plane next Monday, unfortunately, during our Smackdown.
Okay.
Alright.
Whoa, she's
wow,
forfeiting?
wow.
Wait, Kara, you are forfeiting
know,
the
surprise.
title? Whoa.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Thanksgiving. It's
to
a
be
Thanksgiving miracle.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kara,
So we're taking Widows. What are we taking?
we're taking Widow's Peak out.
Oh, all right. And that. Oh, all right. But see, man, I do. Oh man, I love all three of them. I really do want Widow's Peak as my screensaver, regardless. Okay, I'm gonna say the winner is Trader Joe's run.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano. 2 weeks
On a
in
streak.
a row.
On a streak. This is...
It was so tight.
Oh, she's hot.
Look at her celebrate with her pup. It's the happiest day ever. Oh my God, she's so happy.
I want these all autographed.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
So
These will
happy.
be my new merch shirts.
Oh, this is Demolition Turbo time for anybody who hasn't met my dog. She
Hey.
Demolition is like,
doggy
I don't know
puppy.
what we're excited about, but I'm excited.
She's like, do we get to go to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Well, was it passion fruit sangria for the win?
Okay, if you're in Brooklyn at the Arepa
Cheers to
Lady
that.
by the Trader Joe's, it's really next to the Trader Joe's in Brooklyn. A great passion fruit sangria.
On Atlantic?
Your best.
In Brooklyn Heights?
Over by DeKalb Market.
Oh.
Trader Joe's there, and then they have this Arepa Lady stand. We can get a great arepa and a passion fruit sangria. Pro tip: have fun.
Lots of pro tips we've gotten throughout
Lots of
this.
pro
too.
tips. Well, congratulations, off-brand
More
Carmela
next week.
Soprano.
Thank you. But also amazing art. from everybody. I love you so much, my parasocial friends on this Twitch stream.
Well,
Yes.
this was I think one of the most neck and neck like tough decisions we've had in a very long time. Congratulations. If you want to stick around for a few more minutes, we've got some audience submissions to share. First, I forgot to do it during the while the 20-minute challenge was happening. We had some audience submissions for the self-expression, so I'm going to show those first,
Nice.
and then we'll get into what turns out to be the only audience submission for the masterpiece, which means that we automatically have an audience winner for next week.
Wow.
So we'll get into that in a second. So
We'll build some suspense around it.
So for the self-expression, this is from Schwarzenmerk. This is the sci-fi based off of a light.
Nice.
Let me see if there is a yeah. The description was just lights ? So yeah, this is this is the sci-fi the lamp inspired sci-fi from Schwarzenmerk.
Wow.
Which is actually
Love
fucking
that.
awesome. I mean, this is, again, I mean, what you all are able to do in like 3 minutes is just ridiculous. Okay, so there is that. Sorry, we're like rushing through it.
I love it.
Next we have
That's a party I want to go to, honestly.
yeah, it's a disco UFO.
Yeah.
Next one I believe is from Microscope Guy.
Nice.
I'm a light source. Yes, praise the sun. Attack of the killer tomatoes.
Oh, there's so much undercurrent of worship me.
Yeah.
Your little fruits.
The fruits
Yes.
of the devil. All right.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Good movie.
Okay. So those are the audience submissions, and then this is the only audience submission for the 20-minute challenge, which means that our audience champion for this week, joining us next week on the stream, is Schwarzenmerk.
Woo! Well, I'll be the judge of that.
All right.
Bad wake up time.
That's awesome.
All right. So there is a description to this one, and I will share it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Schwarzenmerk audience champion. All right. Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter finally co-star in a John Wick sequel. In this film, time itself is after John Wick, Keanu Reeves, and he has to recruit an old friend, Dave Flint, Alex Winter, to defy death, the pencil. Once again, this time without the game of Twister, they are hunted by the evil future twins, the Griggses.
The Griggses. Oh man, that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That sister twin of me is a little on the nose. Nice.
Well, yeah, it looks like you just, yeah, I mean, they're
Yeah, just mirror
versions of
image.
each other. That's
Oh wow, I love it.
phenomenal.
You captured Bill and Ted so well.
Yeah, seriously.
In their older years. I actually haven't seen the newest one.
Oh,
I haven't seen the newest one.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I mean, don't expect anything other than just a like celebration of the first movies
Right,
in a
yeah.
new movie. But it nails the tone and the humor, and it's yeah, I really enjoyed it. Schwarzenegger goes, it's literally a mirror image of each other.
Yeah. Ah, the joys of technology. It's my new favorite onomatopoeia.
So okay, so I mean that's it. That's all the art that we had on the show. Griggs,
Wow.
do you have any shows or anything coming up that you would like to plug?
I've got a lot of stuff going on. The easiest thing is if you go to my website, chrisgriggscomedy.com, all my social media's on there, but my Instagram's up on there at Chris Griggs Comedy. My Twitter's at me, Chris Griggs, and I put all my stuff up on my social media. But I am going to be I know I've got a couple dates. I got a bunch of dates coming up in Jersey. So if anybody, I just look on, be my social media friend, and they'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. And maybe we can hang out and do stuff. If you live in Manhattan, I'm going to be doing a jam that anybody can get on stage at the Pit on 29th Street, Thanksgiving night at 8:30. So come out to that, and we'll all work off our stuffing and have a few drinks and all that.
Mark's birthday.
That is my birthday.
Nice.
Yes, Thanksgiving is my
You
birthday this year.
guys, we have to wish Mark a happy birthday.
We do.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear Mark. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, everyone. That's the first birthday singing I've gotten all year this year. So thank you. It was so like just like delightfully out of sync. It was phenomenal.
It's hard to sing over Zoom.
We're artists, not singers.
Thank God. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thanks, Microscope Guy. Well, thank you, everybody. Schwartz and Merc, are you streaming tonight? Can we raid you?
Are we doing a casual Thursday, Mark? Or are you taking that day off? You're taking it off, right? It's Thanksgiving. Let's take it off.
Let's take it all off. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be not around. For it.
I will be comatose and probably drunk at the same time. Drunk, and then comatose. Yes. And then I'll probably go sing some karaoke.
Oh, that actually sounds amazing.
There you go.
Well, everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving. No Casual Thursday this week. Congrats, Schwartz and Merc, our audience champion. Congrats, Off-Brand Carmel Soprano. We will see you both and everyone else next Monday.
Yes, thank you, Kara Sketches and Frank and Babe for competing alongside.
So delightful to have you back on the stream. And Slaney, you're the best.
Mark.
Phil.
Right back at you.
Phil, it was not feeling well.
Phil sucks.
Phil sucks.
Phil sucks.
Phil was not feeling well this evening.
But, he'll feel better later.
Yeah, he'll be back next week. But we're gonna raid Schwartz and Merc. So everyone, have a wonderful evening, wonderful Thanksgiving. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Doodles.